Hi guys, I am having like the hell of a time with this freaking video camera. Got all kinds of stuff behind me, you guys. I'm trying to see if I can, there we go. Try to make it a little more personal, just you and me as I sit here in front of a million people. Guess who went to Subway? I did. I haven't quite made it to my boyfriend's house yet. Still working on it. I did get a soda because if you guys remember from any of my videos, I don't allow myself to keep the bad crap in the house, but when I go out, your girl does indulge, so a little fresh. Also, when you don't have a saliva gland on one side of your mouth, you get dry mouth a lot, and sometimes the acidity of this is just right to go and get all that shit out of there. But then it does burn your stomach line and give you a terrible heartburn. And then I was in the car like, oh my god, did I remember my heartburn medicine this weekend? I hope I did. I hope it's in one of my mini bags I have with me. I'm gonna do this eating in the car thing. Like I did a quick little Starbucks because they had a new, man, I didn't even know they had a new menu. And I went there and I was like, oh, I'll try some of these things out for the tube. Because you know, I'm a YouTuber now. And then I was like eating in the car and I was like, this is harder than I thought it was going to be. I got my new phone car stand. It's not working. I did break down and get some salt and vinegar chips. If you guys have not had salt and vinegar chips, what are you doing with your life? Go get some. Miss Vicky's, these are good. These are everywhere in North Carolina, especially in the subways. They're a little like a harder, like what am I trying to say? Not harder, thicker. Like, you know, Cape Cod chips are like a thicker potato chip, more of a kettle. Maybe I guess a kettle. I got a couple cookies because I know me and my boyfriend are going to want some of the sweet treat later. So it's like one cookie each is better than a whole dozen of cookies we'll sit there and eat on all weekend. Like, how do you guys eat subs in the car? I don't know. I didn't get my usual order because I wasn't sure if I would want it. My usual order is the spicy Italian. I used to put provolone on it and get it toasted, but since I didn't want the cheese, I got a cold sub. And I was like, I haven't had a cold Italian sub from Subway in a long time. This is the spicy Italian because I'm really trying to tempt fate, not knowing if I have my heartburn medicine. But I'm pretty sure I took a pill this morning. Yeah, I think so, because I knew I was going to have a couple drinks tonight, a couple beers or whatever. So if I know I'm going to be drinking alcohol later, I'm taking that pill, because I get about 24 hours on those pills. So this is what she looks like. Isn't she a beaut? I just go for the white bread. I know they have all the other ones, but, you know, there's pepperoni, salami, all kinds of good veggies on there. Yummy, yummy. And I'm going to take a couple bites, and then I'm going to go on my Subway rant, okay? So no toasted, no cheese. There's a cold, spicy Italian going down. Heavy on the onion. Subway has the best bread. Argue with me about it. Argue with me. Go ahead. Subway has the best bread. I think they don't even... Could they legally even call it bread? Because it's got so much sugar in it. Which is why it's the best. Speaking of learning, we'll go. That's too big of a bite for YouTube. Note to self, smaller bites. Also, I was watching back my Starbucks video. I realized I was talking with food in my mouth. And I was like, oh, gross. Don't do that. So now I want to like make sure I swallow my food before I talk. And don't take such big bites. That might be helpful. Wow, that was a big bite. I really wanted that. I was hungry. I told you guys I've had bariatric stomach surgery. So I'm only going to be able to take about 4 bites of this thing. And then I'm going to put it away for later. Pull it back out in a couple hours. But it's like 3 o'clock. We're probably going to eat dinner around 7. So if I eat too much... Now I won't be able to eat dinner, so I'm just going to enjoy this little bit and then continue driving. And the lady at the dentist office, I've got this one crown that's like needs to be replaced, but because I have infections and implants and things I'm working on right now, we're just doing sensitivity treatments to that side. Well, she came in with the toothbrush. Well, she's supposed to clean it before she does the treatment. And I felt it, like when she did it, I was like, ow, that hurts. And it doesn't usually hurt. And she was just cleaning it with a toothbrush. And then when she was doing it the whole time, I was like, ow, it hurts a lot more than it used. Like, no, I didn't say anything. It didn't hurt that much. But I was like, oh, it stings a little bit. And then when she was done, she's like, I'm sorry, I think I got your gum a little bit. And like, it's been 2.5 days. And like, it still hurts to chew on that side. So I've got an infection up here, missing a tooth with a screw in my mouth down here, so I can't even chew on that backside. And now like my one good chewing side of my mouth I can't chew on, so it's better. Okay, I take a few more bites and then I'm gonna explain why I stopped going to Subway so much. They've got a lot of onion, lots of onions. And why am I having to eat this upside down? That's part of the problem. Since when did people start eating their sandwiches upside down, people? This is the bottom of the sandwich, the bottom, okay? If I want an upside down sandwich, I'll fucking flip it, okay? I don't want to be eating my sandwiches upside down. I want my sandwich the way I want it, okay? I will miss them when they go out of business, though. I've been eating Subway like my whole freaking life. Okay, so I used to go to Subway weekly. This is back pre-surgery. I would get me a foot-long sub. And my go-to used to be chicken breast with provolone, lettuce, tomato, and all the pickles they could possibly fit on the sandwich. Like, if it wasn't half pickle, I didn't want it. And that was mine for a long time. And I started getting the meatball, but I didn't like the meat on the meatball. So I just get, like, the sauce with the cheese. So at some point, the guy's like, I can't even charge you for this. It's like, good, at least you have a heart. But at some point, Subway, I don't know if you guys remember this, but they used to like make a V. Like they would take the whole foot long and they would cut it and it would be a V and the whole top came off, as a sandwich should be. Let's first discuss what a sandwich is. 2 fucking pieces of bread. That is what a sandwich is, Subway. 2 fucking pieces of bread. And so you go there now and they cut it like this, right? So it's like still 1 piece of bread. And then everything ends up right in the middle like a fucking hot dog. And so every time I go to eat it, like it gets all in my hair. I take a bite of the meat. The mayonnaise is coming out this side. It's made upside down. And I'm like, you know, Subway, where you really went wrong was when you stopped making fucking sandwiches. You know, when you stopped cutting the bread in half or in 2 and then building it like an actual sandwich. That's when you started going wrong. This is not a hot dog. It is a sandwich, okay? And then I would have people like, if I wanted extra pickle, they'd be like, oh, we charge you for extra pickle. And I'd be like, oh, fuck off. Like, some people just, you know, and then you see all those things like serving bad veggies and they just really went down. I feel like when companies get big, they lose sight of the humanness of it. Like everything's, well, if we shrink it by 1/60th of an inch, nobody will know and we'll save $1 million. And it's like, give people the 60th of an inch. Like, you're making billions of dollars. Get the fuck over it, people. Like, Subway made me so mad. So mad. And then what really made me mad is I would go in, and this was soon after they changed it, and I would still try to get them to cut it in half, and I would have employees literally fight with me and be like, we don't do that. And I'd be like, I don't care, I want a sandwich, can you please cut it in half? And they would be rude to me. So I stopped going, because I'm like, hey, if you doing the same thing you've done this entire time is a problem and you want to go and change it and switch it up, fine, but you know, don't expect me to want to participate in that. So I don't eat Subway as much ever since the employees were rude. They started to get cheap on everything, and really the downfall for me was when they stopped cutting it like a fucking sandwich. So now it's a hot dog that they serve you upside down that has all the ingredients in the fucking crack. So guess who doesn't eat very much Subway anymore? But I wanted a hot Italian sub, and somehow I ended up with a cold Subway, but I'm not disappointed. It's exactly what I was expecting, exactly what I was wanting. So I'm gonna sit here and eat my fucking hot dog sub upside down, like, you guys. And I want more bread before the meat. Oh, like, and I've had to take these subs apart before and completely reconstruct them. And it's like, what am I paying you for? You're supposed to be making my sub my way, the way I want it. This is a hot dog, not a sandwich. Don't look at me. Ow. keep seeing this blue light. And I'm like, is it illegal for me to eat my sandwich in a car? I don't know, maybe. North Carolina, I saw it on Instagram, so, you know, I actually haven't been on Instagram in a while, but last time I was on there, I saw that in North Carolina now, I think they came out with this, a no-touch law, which means that if your car is on, you cannot touch your phone. So you cannot be texting, you cannot be nothing. You cannot have anything to do with your phone. So if you're sitting at a stoplight, you can't touch your phone. They can get you for that. I've not heard of it being enforced or anything like that. I don't know. Is that a thing, you guys? Is that a thing? I don't know. What'd you guys eat for lunch today? Oh, I'm feeling that spice. Feeling the spice. I don't know how I feel about eating on camera. It's like, I feel the most of all the things I've put out there. Like, my face looking terrible, my body, like, I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. This is who I am. And then I go to take a bite and I'm like, don't look at me. I don't know if I got this in me, you guys. I'm starting to get full. I got a 6-inch. I'm about halfway through. Probably take one more bite. I've learned, I think I talked to you guys about this lady, Corinne Crabtree. Well, I was doing a lot of the stuff she was doing, and I've gotten into it in other videos. You can go look her stuff up. It's all about like accountability for yourself. And she taught me how to look for some cues that I was full before my mind told me I was full. Because sometimes my stomach is so small, it's not until after I've finished eating that I'm like, oh my God, I've had too much. So and how I know I'm full is I'm starting to feel full. I was going to take a deep breath. And she said she does the same thing, that she'll get to the point where she's eating and then all of a sudden she'll be like, and it's just like this breath she takes. And then that is actually when she's full. But then she keeps eating and then she's pushing past her trigger. So I just took a deep breath and I'm starting to feel full. So I'm going to take one more bite because it is yummy. Hopefully my heartburn stays together. So last bite, I'm going to do this one on camera for you guys. I definitely liked it toasted better. I mean, it's not the Italian sub of my dreams. It definitely hits the spot. Okay. I'm going to wrap it up. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. I don't have any room for anything else. No chips, no cookies. And that's okay, because I don't need that shit anyways. I don't usually, I'm to the point now where when I go and actually get stuff, I pretty much just get whatever the sandwich is. I don't even really get fries or meals. My grandma was telling me she was doing some kind of weight, I don't know if it was Weight Watchers or something, where they talked about you don't have to have everything every time. So a way to help you lose weight or get healthy or make better decisions is like, if you have the burger, have fries, or have a salad on the side instead of fries. If you have fried chicken sandwich, get something healthy for your side. If you have like a grilled chicken sandwich, get the fries. You know, like, you just don't have to have like the fried chicken sandwich plus the french fries plus the soda plus the dessert. Like, that's when it becomes too much. So like, what is it that you really want? Are you wanting something sweet? Are you wanting the sandwich? Are you wanting the side? And what is it that you want? And most of the time I'm wanting like the sandwich. Like, if I'm going through a drive-thru, I'm probably going for a sandwich, like a Popeyes chicken sandwich. Now they have delicious french fries. And I didn't discover Popeyes till about 5 years ago, so I am new to the Popeyes trade. They didn't have them in my area. But I don't necessarily, well, first of all, I can't even eat them. So if I do get a chicken sandwich, it's everything I can do to eat half the chicken sandwich. I can't even get any further than that. So for me, it doesn't make sense to get fries. Just, I end up filling up on the fries and I can't eat anything. So, you know, pick and choose, you guys. It's starting to get warm in here. Hold on, let me turn the, oh, there we go. Get some fresh air. But yeah, like, you don't have to have everything all the time. And I know I got chips and cookies, but that's to share for me and my boyfriend for later, for this weekend to have to snack on. Because I did really good during the week, and I'm going to let myself have some of the things I wanted. Italian sub, I want a cookie. I was sitting there last night thinking about cookie, and then I knew I wanted some chips. So, you know, you got to have some fun in life, guys. You know, I'm getting there one step at a time. So I just wanted to come do my Subway rant. I am about halfway to where I'm going, to my destination, my final destination. So I'm gonna get going. All right, check in with you guys soon. Bye.